In the spotlight this morning, before Charles Manson, there was Tony Costa, the serial killer of Cape Cod. Two of his victims came from Providence, and now this true story is shared in an explosive new crime thriller, Helltown, which is being hailed as the most buzzed about true crime book of 2022. And we've got the author of Helltown here with us this morning. Say good morning to Casey Sherman. Good morning, Casey.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in. I was saying to you just a little while ago, I don't know what this says about me, but I am fascinated by serial killers, and I am not alone.
You are not alone. I think the pandemic has really increased the fascination with true crime as a whole. Everybody likes to play armchair sleuth,
right?
And to get into the mind of a serial killer such as this is a dark journey. And with Helltown, I had access to an unwritten manuscript written by the serial killer himself.
Wow!
So this is the first time that I can actually put the readers at the crime scenes with the killer as he is, brutalizing young women. And I've covered probably 20 to 50 homicides in my career as an investigative journalist. I've never seen anything this bad before, and to me, it's the worst serial murder case since Jack the Ripper.
So these murders took place in like 68, 69,
yep,
correct?
Correct.
And they say there's between 2 and 4 victims, but there could be more, correct?
At least 5, possibly 8.
Okay.
Tony Costa traveled around quite a great deal,
right?
And I think he was evolving as a serial killer. And here was a young man. He was the epitome of a real-life Norman Bates from Psycho, amateur taxidermist who had real love-hate issues with his mother and projected them on his female victims.
Wow. Okay, so he was a carpenter. Most of these murders happened on the Cape.
On the Cape, yeah. He lived in Provincetown, and he would lure these, beautiful, innocent young women into the dark woods of Provincetown, Truro, Wellfleet, and that's where he would get their guard down, and that's where he would murder these women, unfortunately.
So we're showing pictures of the victims.
Sure.
These two, I believe these are the two ladies who were from Providence, Rhode Island.
That's right. Pat Walsh and Marianne Wysocki. Pat was a school teacher at the Prospect Hill School. Marianne Wysocki was a college student. The only crime that these two women committed was a crime of compassion, a crime of caring for a very charming man who asked them for a ride into the woods because he was allegedly supposed to pick up a check from work. That ultimately didn't happen, and they never came home.
So Casey, how hard is it to go back? I know you had the manuscript, but how hard is it to go back 50 years and write a book like this? Were there people around that you could still speak to who remembered this case?
Sure, and I was lucky. Part of it is documentation, poring over 2,000 documents and crime scene and autopsy photos that still haunt me to this day. But I also had the benefit of spending a lot of time with one of the heroes in the case, a former state trooper named Tom Gunnery, who ended up capturing the killer and discovering his murder weapons, and ultimately stopped other women from being killed.
Right now, Tony died in 74, correct?
Yeah. Tony Costa committed suicide, Walpole State Prison, 1974. And this murder case was forgotten by American history because the Manson murders happened just months after the Costa murders.
Took it over, right?
Kind of took it over, right? And so I came back now 53 years later. I was actually born on the weekend that these two girls went missing on Cape Cod. I was at Cape Cod Hospital with my mother, very young at the time. And so I grew up on Cape Cod with this earworm about the Tony Costa case, and I had gone through something very similar in my own family. My aunt was the youngest and final victim of the Boston Strangler, and I reinvestigated that case, and I wasn't willing to go down another dark path with a serial killer until during the height of the pandemic. Well, I was driving around Provincetown with my brother just to get out of the house, and we were, the place was abandoned in Ghost Town, and we were talking about the ghosts real and imagined in this community, and that brought me to Helltown.
Well, I mean, it's an excellent book, and also you can be looking for it because it's in development, limited series with Robert Downey Jr. producing.
Yeah, you can't get a better partner than Robert Downey Jr., so we're hoping to bring it to one of the cable networks very soon. And my take on this story is two literary giants, Kurt Vonnegut and Norman Mailer, become darkly obsessed with this case. So it was an exploration into their careers as well as these homicides.
Well, thanks so much for coming in. Sounds fascinating. Now you can pick up your copy of Helltown, the untold story of a serial killer on Cape Cod, starting tomorrow.